Hi friends, this is the Volkswagen Vento 1.6 automatic petrol. It so happened that once we were in Jaipur and my son locked the keys in the boot. The car was locked and there was no way of getting it open. So the service center, they said they would have to break the glass and then gain access to the car, and then they would gain access to the boot. So that was not something I wanted to do. So I just called up my brother 300 kilometers away and he couriered me the second pair of keys, and that's how we managed to open the boot that time. But this set me thinking, what if the car is open, there's no problem, but we are unable to open the boot either by this switch here or the key switch here. In such a situation where we are unable to open it either with a switch or with a car switch and the boot will not open, in that case, how do you get access to the boot? So this set me thinking, and I tried how to fix it. So this is how you will do it. What you do is first push the front seats as far ahead they can go, and then put your hand here, you can see here, and put the other hand a little where my other hand is and yank it up. So you just do this. Similarly, you do the same thing at the back, in the other seat. Put your hand in and pull it up. The next process is to push this seat inwards and then pull it outwards. Similarly with this, you push it inwards, push this inwards and then upwards. So what happens is, this part is going into this notch here and that hook is going into that notch. And the purpose of pushing it backwards and then upwards is because of this. There is a part, this part, which latches into this hook here, and so to get it out we have to push it backwards, and once it clears this knob you can easily pull up the seat. So you get the seat out of the way. Now you can see that this seat does not have a knob or any other mechanism by which you can like remove it or fold it down. So there are two bolts here. It's 30 number. I've removed one of them for sake of don't waste too much time. So what we have to do is we have to open both these bolts, this one and this one. So this has become a little loose. I can open it with my own fingers. Once this is out, you have to now push this seat upwards in an upward position, and then like this. Similarly here also, push it upwards, the belt here, and then upwards like that. And before that, if you want, you can remove the headrest by pressing this here. You press this and so that's it. And what you do now is you push it upwards. Once you've removed the stuff in the boot, if there is any stuff, you will take a long screwdriver or whatever you have at hand, and can you see this lever here where this screwdriver is touching it? So you'll push it from right to left. You just push it and you have your boot up. Once that is open, now how to put this back together. Ensure your belts are free before you close it, right? So you push it in the back a little and then slam it downwards. Make sure you clear all these here and similarly here, and the same thing you will do in this side as well. The headrests are very easy. You just press this switch here and squeeze them in. Press this here and squeeze them in. That's it. That's that. Now what we need to do is we need to put this back. So before putting this part of the seat, we will have to bolt these bolts here, the 12 number ones. Try and do that with your hand initially, and then you can use your tool to get it fastened. As you can see, I'm tightening it with my hands first, as far as it can go. So this will prevent the threads from, you know, cutting out. And just before I close it, general information: this is where the fuel pump is. By opening this, you will get access to the fuel pump. So we'll just tighten this now, the bolts. So that's as tight as they should be. Putting in this part of the seat, remember to get your seat belts in the top position, because if you close them without it, you will be having some problem. Keep this in mind. And what you need to do is you need to push this backwards, push the seat backwards as far as you can push it, I guess, and just align this with this here. Push it down then. So that's it. Yeah, so this is how you put the seat back. So basically what happens is when we close the boot, it locks. This is now in its lock position, as you can see. And what we did from inside is we pushed this lever, and that released the boot. So this is the mechanism here. When you close it, it will lock, and when we put this mechanism, it will open. So basically we are just pushing this lever downwards. This is how you will open your boot in case it is not opening with either the key or the switch in the front door. You have to remove your seat, remove those two bolts, and then you need some screwdriver or something longish to reach this lever. When you have access to the lever, the problem is if you have a lot of luggage stacked inside, that will add another layer of complication to your task. You will have to remove those pieces of luggages to gain access to that switch, to that lever down there. There are other reasons why you may not be able to open the boot. The motor inside might not be working properly. The switch itself might be corroded a little, or it might have gone completely bad. You might need to replace the switch in the door, or the remote also. If the battery is very weak, it might not open your boot. So for that we'll have another video of the electrical things, but this was the mechanical way of how to get out of trouble when you are in a situation like this. I hope you liked it, and I hope you never be in such a situation, but if you do, that's the solution. Thank you.